Thank you for those very kind words. I wish my professors remembered all that when I did my examinations. My father was born in a village in Gopalsamudram. I studied in the most backward state of the country, Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. I went on to do my engineering at the height of the communist movement in Kolkata. I worked in the most capitalist of nations, Germany. As a tambram who worked in Dammam, Saudi. And never did I think that one day I'll come here to address a group of fresh, young, smiling faces, and that too in a city like Pune. That has changed. परिवर्तन, बदलाव, किसी भी शब्द का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. This change is a part of us. My mother used to make rice during Shankranti in a nice pot. My wife makes the same pongal in pressure cooker, gas, cylinder, second cylinder. My niece says, pongal, the instant pongal. I can heat it in the microwave. I used to listen to the Binaka Geetmala in a radio. Then it moved on. Bishan Singh Bedi, left arm, over the wicket, radio. It moved on to TV, remote, black and white, multicolor. My son says, you want a radio? You want a TV? There is YouTube. Listen to it when you want. To me, the address was Tenny Mazumdar's house, Jamshedpur. I asked my niece the address. She said, Priya, Uncle Priya. Priya is not name, address. She thought for a second and said, yeah, yahoo.com. To Priya, the address was priya@yahoo.com. For me, the address is Tenny Mazumdar's house. This change is so deep in us, and it's no more reflected than the backbone of all our industries, the automotive industry. And possibly there's no society in the world where it's more changing than this city, not just the Oxford of the East, but the automotive hub of the country, Pune. What are the changes? Sheer size. Little do we know that 130 crores Indians? Yes. But do we know that the world's largest two-wheeler producer in the world? India. Not China, which produces electric vehicles. The world's largest three-wheeler manufacturer? India. Don't we know it when we travel in Bangalore, the number of three-wheelers? The largest tractor manufacturer in the world? India. Not anymore Russia. The top 4 to 5 commercial vehicle manufacturer in the world? India. The number of cars produced last year, close to about 6 million cars produced last year, is more than the number of trucks, buses, tractors, and three-wheelers put together. So, chala gaya zamana tractor wali, haldar kisan. And we are in the new age of automotive. sheer size. The next aspect of this automotive change is it's no more in the big cities. Yes, Bangalore is crowded, Pune is crowded, Delhi is crowded. But out of a little over 600 districts in this country, 500 districts have significant vehicle park. The number of towns in this country having significant car park is 1,360. There are over 1,300 small towns, district headquarters, tehsils having vehicles. So you have size, you have reach. And most important, you have to change. What are the changes in this industry? First, technology. The youngsters would have learned in the BSc, might have studied in engineering. Rudolf Diesel had the engine, 1.42536 4-stroke. We all loved it. And if you didn't love it, you knew it was on the 4th page of the exam. And you had that small thing, diesel chart to make. You had to stage, and the diesel engine then had a Bosch fuel pump. And then you had the Lucas starter. But that is now not in an engineering book, but in a history book. For that car today, there is no carburetor, but a multi-point fuel injection. There's no battery where you keep on putting water in the morning. You have a maintenance-free battery. You don't have a transmission, you have an automatic gear movement. You don't have a steering wheel, you have no manual steering wheel at all. You don't need a way by which you put up your hand and the whole window comes up. You have a touch. You don't have air-filled tires, you have a nitrogen-filled tires. You don't need a brake, you have brake sensors, ABS. There is so much electronics in car that youngsters like you do not need to be mechanical engineers. You can become mechatronic engineers. And this technology change is deep in India now. It took Germany about 50 years to come from Euro 1 to Euro 4, and another 10 odd years from Euro 4 to Euro 6. India wants to jump and go from BS1 to BS4 in 7 years. And if this government policy continues, from BS4 to BS6 in 2 years. Who said Usain Bolt cannot sprint? The technology change we are looking at from no Euro to BS4 to BS6, 2 years. This, young men and women, is an opportunity of a lifetime. Because where else in a society can you have 3 generations of technology driving on Indian roads, or for that matter, any road? You have a BS4 vehicle which old-timers love to drive. You have a BS4 which young people want to drive. And you have a BS6 which my son insists he'll wait before he buys a BS6 car. I'll wait for next year, I'll have a BS6 car. His mother says, I'm happy if you give me a i20 Hyundai BS3. Chennai, I'll drive that. 3 generations of technology is what is an opportunity for you to manage. The second change is legal. The simple legal form are both demonetization and GST. Finally, we have one nation, one law. Otherwise, we had law experts which only discussed what is the VAT, how much is the VAT, or what it cost, and how it moved, and what is C form, what is CST movement. Now you have GST. But more important, India is now a global village. It is easier for me to make a product in Thailand and assemble it in a Hyundai plant in Chennai than make it in Chandigarh and send it to Chennai. It is easier for me to import a part from Dubai to Mumbai port than from Mumbai port take it to Guwahati. India is a part of a global village. With this, the functions of SCM is born. The supply chain becomes a management subject. It is not that आपको 4 पीस आया तो मैंने आपको ठोक दिया वैसे ही, और जो पोस्ट कार्ड आया तो उसने बेच दिया. You have the sourcing competence anywhere in the world. So you can make it in a small shed in Nambattur and actually sell it at a better cost to Singapore than China. It's your efficiency. And that is the advent of the new industry age. So you have a technology change, you have a legal change, which gives birth to functions like SCM, and then you have it, the most interesting of all, digital. ये इलू क्या है? I found it easier to solve a ilu kya hai because I just have one wife and one sister, but I found it tougher to analyze this digital world because for me, music, I must have the guitar, I must have the drums, I must have Sudha Ranganathan sitting in front of me. Now nothing is there, I have YouTube. For me, a library meant a lot of books. I go, pick up, read, browse. There's no more a bookshop. My son said, why do you want to buy a newspaper? Why don't you open your smartphone? All the newspapers are there. And it's continuous. And in this room, before I'm speaking, 3 people have taken photographs, and I'm quite sure some of them would have splashed it. I only hope it doesn't reach my boss and my wife. So you can have music without a tape recorder. You can read without a book. You can order without being ordering. You can search without an encyclopedia because Google taught you to search. Swiggy, you can order, you don't have to prepare. Swiggy is just a site. Somebody makes, somebody eats, you make, you send. And this digital has transformed the auto industry. Transformed in a way which people can't fathom. The mystery down the street, Ramu, whom you always spend, टायर पंक्चर है, रामू है यार, उसे करा दे काम. अरे माँ, रामू को तो मैं फादर के ज़माने से मालूम है यार, तू कौन है? वो तो हमेशा करे देगा. Who lived on a 1719 spanner suddenly realizes that this young upstart who comes in front of him, stands in front of him and says, no, electronic is much. Then he Googles in front of him, क्या rate लगा है यार? This is my rate. And Ramu was left scratching his head because he's not Google literate. His customer is. And the car showroom guy used to be a salesman, a car salesman. I'll explain to you. This is the i20 car. This is how the door should open. This is how you should sit. And this is how the windscreen is. And you have this, all the salesmen who are taught how to sell. The customer who comes to him has browsed through the net. I'm a BMW man or a Mercedes man. There's a Mercedes man somewhere in the audience who's a speaker. So I'll have to say Mercedes, S-Class. Not S-Class, I'm a corporate. So C-Class, I go to the web. C-Class, CRDI, black, pushback, not ASB, EHB, automatic, censored, 4, Only 4, not 4. I need a thing in the front. So I come to the showroom, having made up my mind, based on digital web, what I want to buy. And more important, if I just want to act snobbish, which many times I do, I just sit at home and send a call saying, I'm interested in a car. And before I say Jack Robinson, the guy will come to my house for a test drive because he knows what my visiting card says. So he smells a corporate Mercedes or a Benz car somewhere. So the era of the showroom, Nambalpa, he'll sell it for me, has gone. Digital has revolutionized the jobs which are available. And that is your opportunity. Because that's one place where you can take quantum jump where foggies like me will say, Digi kya, Digi kya. You say, no, digital man, it's there for you. But more important, digital is a place where the emerging economies stand a genuine chance of overtaking the already emerged economies. Because this is one place where you're all in the starting block at the same level. When the IT revolution hit India, the Narayan Murthis ensured that IT came into India map because everybody was in the same plane. Digital offers you youngsters the chance that instead of we always being the emerging economy, a plethora of startups, the multiple levels of talent we have, the jugaad at the bottom of the pyramid can be harnessed in the field of digital. More important, digital has given a new P to the marketing. For me, I am Bangalore. I came as a bloody snob when I was IIT man. I should know only formula, integral calculus, differential calculus. Somehow I got into CAT and I got into IA. So now marketing करना है. सुन बाबा सुन प्यार की धुन. एक तो हिंदी लिखते हैं लोग. ये क्या है यार? But yes, Kotler taught me the 4 P's of marketing: product, price, promotion, physical distribution. I added the 5th P called people. Digital has taught us that the rules of marketing have changed. There is no more Vinaka Keetmala in radio. You do not look at the Hindu newspaper for an ad for your house or job. You browse the net. As you talk, that thing on her table, that small thing on her table, that black box, is her office. It has mail, it can take photos, it has a chat, it has a YouTube. So overnight, Karlo Dunya Muthi Mein is your smartphone. And how you stand above the clutter in this digital world is a marketer's dream. So gone is the marketing funder, sorry to all the marketing professors, of above the line, below the line, opportunity to see, target to hit, all these nice jargon. Digital is a different ball game. And digital marketing is an area for youngsters to love. And if we can do that as a society, if we can do that to reach out to that Ramu who was used to a 17-19 spanner, to teach him how digitally he can diagnose a Daimler car, if we can reach out to that Kirana shop who always said, राइट हैंड साइड में जाओ, ऊपर पड़ेगा और बॉश का डिब्बा लेके आ जाओ. If we can use the technology to teach him supply chain management, if we can make the showroom of the car stand above the clutter by having more footfalls come into him with the digital marketing, then that is a technology of relevance to us in society, and it's an opportunity for you as students. In short, I always tend to talk too much. That's why I don't bring slides. In short, in a changing environment, the auto industry, the kind of changes in the auto industry is deep and unimaginable. And that will bring me to the last point. The change is so deep that you may not have a diesel car or a petrol car anymore. You may just end up having an electric vehicle. So youngsters who wanted to join and do mechanical engineering have a genuine chance that you do not have the mechanical diesel engine except in some laboratory. You may be taught an electric vehicle, which many companies like ours are working on. So you don't have a diesel engine, you have an electric motor. You don't have a petrol pump, you have an electric battery. You don't have any kind of engine components, you only have sensors and things for the electric motor, which means the opportunity is for you. It is not an opportunity for people. It's a chance for me to retire and go back to my house and she sees me finally, she means my wife. But for you, you have a choice of bringing a technology, do marketing up to BS6, of seize the chance and say, electric vehicles, here I come. The choice is yours. तो सुन बाबा सुन, प्यार की धुन. मैंने तो आप सब स्टूडेंट्स को चुन लिया.